Now the deal is you have to hit this metal first and run it over to that. Yeah, try it.
Going.
Ah!
What?
I just got me in the face. Blinded me.
Sorry.
Did you weld it?
Doesn't seem like it. Is the gas on?
I can't even see.
Is the gas on?
I can't even see. Go ahead, see if you can weld it. Is it tight?
Not really.
I can't see it. Like, you blinded me.
It's tight down there. Can I do that?
Try it top where it was before.
Okay, going.
Yep.
I want to see.
Just a spot.
Going.
Yep.
Got it that time.
Good job! I can't see you!
Can I keep going?
Can you keep going?
Yeah.
Let's get this cooled off for a second. I don't want to heat anything up. That worked well. Now let's do a second. Let's grab the air and just cool it off. I don't want to burn any paint off as much as I can because I want to fill that area. But you did a good job. I'll give you that. But I can't see. Just go easy. I don't want to blow the paint off. You just blow the paint off?
Just a small spot.
All right, let's get her down in there. Now let's try on the metal first.
Okay. Like on the patch
On that, and
metal?
then just down there and bring it on.
Going.
Yep. Yep.
No, didn't
Yep.
connect it. Going
Yep.
again.
Draw stop. Just gonna, ouch. Ouch.
What happened?
I got burned. Is that connected up here? And the reason I want to do it this way, because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to try to grind it all off and flush it all out to make it. I see what happened. Tape melted on me.
Oh.
All right.
Going
Yeah.
in?
Yep.
Any specific spot?
Just go here, maybe.
Going?
Yep.
Going again?
Just. Connect. What?
It's
Just hammer one on top of it then.
on top of that.
Well, see how it's got that spot
Yeah.
there? Just hammer it on top and make it a weld.
Okay, going.
Good. Just trying to cause less damage as possible, that's all. Not holler good, just because of less damage as possible. So I still can't see. Let's do one in there.
Going.
Yeah. Stop.
Not going very well.
What's that? It doesn't matter. You can spot it again. It's just to get a spot of weld on it and then cool it off, and then we'll spot it again if it's not connected, right? Now spot it again, and then we'll have it connected, will we not?
Going.
Yep. Now, I'm gonna knock that off the grinder and see what we got. Are you connected, you figure? Let's do one more right in between there. Right there?
Yeah.
Check, let me get a ground on it. Hard to do on a painted car. That's what we're doing. So that's what we're doing. Just a second now, let me get the air. Go for it. You can put a spot in the metal, that's fine, then just back off. Yep.
Going.
Just back off. Let me blow it on it. Go ahead. Connect. Just spot it again. Spot it. On the spot right there where you got a hole like sort of going.
Going.
Yep. Good. Good job. Now, all I want to do is, where it's looking like that, I just want to get the grinder and knock it off. See what you got.
How's it look?
How's it look? Blow gun?
Not the helmet.
Nope. You take the air though. You want to try it? Basically, just dropping off weld to get inside the hole, and I'm keeping it cool with hose. So you need a little bit of weld right there, right? So you're basically just drop a little bit off and don't stay too long. Good? Awesome. Just drop some more off on the inside there where you never need to build it up so we can grind it off. Perfect. You want to drop more off, do you?
You see that light in there?
I'm hoping I can touch it with my hand.
You're watching that light.
How about I get you one?
Okay.
Let's get one. The other side's a little bit better because I can hold it for you.
Okay. Oh, I can't. Look, it's blinding me. There we go. Going.
Barely any heat there at all. Probably doing a better job than I was going to do, but why not? Get in there. Yep. Second. Yep, just keep going. Ahead. So let me grind off, see what we got. Or do you want to keep going?
I'm going to do two small ones.
The second one, try it.
I'm going to
Feel
do
it in my
two
hand.
small ones.
No heat. Good.
I'm going to do one right here.
Right there?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, go for it. Is that it, or you want to do more?
That's it, isn't it?
Well, how about right underneath there? See, right underneath, it's got a little pocket there, like a little right here. See, right there and right there. Probably 2 more, probably 3 more. That one right, probably 1 right there, 1 right there, and 1 right there, and then I'll grind it.
Right there?
3 of them, yeah. I'd say 1 right there, 1 right there, and then 1 right there.
Can't see it. Going.
And then 1 in between the middle of them. Them welds look good.
Let's see. No.
Yeah, let's try that. Wasn't expected to do it that nice, but turned out nice.
Yep.
What?
Did it?
Well, what do you think?
Looks good.
Well, it was quite a deep hole. It was 2 layers of metal there, what was going on. And it's cool as a cucumber. We might have to spot it again to make it look exactly the way we want it to, but pretty well flushed out, so you can see all around, just around the edges, 1 spot there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and we'll just flush it off so it looks real nice. And that was a double layered piece of metal, so we should be fine. I'm not trying to scrape too much metal off it. And the reason being is I don't want to. Me jamming the cord in the bottom of the door doesn't help anything, but shows we got gap, doesn't it? Huh? Now. We'll do 1 spot at a time. I don't know if we need to do that, but 1 spot at a time. Just a little spot would be great, thank you. And then you'll have done a perfect job. Start with that one.
Can't see. Start with that one? Okay, going.
Yeah. Over here. Yep.
Going.
Might be a little bit close. Yeah. That burned a hole in that, didn't it?
Go up here now?
Yep.
Going.
Yep.
Going again.
Yep. It burned a hole there, did it? It did.
Going.
Yep. Beautiful. That one went perfect, didn't it? Right?
I'm gonna go in the hole.
Yeah, do whatever you like.
3, 2,
Yep.
1. Going again.
Yep. Rub your finger up and see what you can get. Right there. Right there. Yep. Good job. Perfect. That should do it. And we're getting a little bit of splatter on that, but it doesn't matter. I guess that's what you got to do if you want the light going, is it not? That's what you got to do if you want the light to be going. Nothing jammed in the door. Perfect. What do you think of that?
Looks good.
Right on the money. Beautiful. I'm just going to take a piece of 220. Maybe even a piece of 80. I should put a piece of tape on that. Probably pull paint off is what it's going to do. I'm going to grab a piece of 80 grit. Just scratch it up a little bit. Just trying to make the smallest repair possible. You know, we just want that hole fixed or shot. Not fixed. Make the repair as smallest repair as possible. Not wanting to take off everything. Probably could take the drill, a stripper wheel, put on that. Wouldn't even know you woke that up, would you, baby? Wouldn't even know there was a hole there. I'm just going to work beyond it a little bit. Kind of burning through there a little bit. I think it's a big deal. Paint's chipped there. We got paint chipped there. We got paint chipped off the door there. We got it all scratched up and chipped off there. We got paint missing there. Basically, all we're trying to do is just trying to get rid of this little spot. I'm not looking to repair all this and repair that and repair this and repair. I'm not looking to do that. It's got cracks in the lacquer in it. I'm not looking to repair that. I'm just trying to get rid of the hole. Obviously, when we spray it, we'll probably end up getting a little bit of paint on this part. I might sand that just a little bit. Not looking to do any fill work down there. Just looking to smallest repair possible. Do a little bit of tape. Yeah, I guess. Nope. I'm gonna put it right there. I don't want to get down on that line. I do know it. Actually, I'd probably go a little bit closer. And the reason being is we're just going to put fill in that hole. And that hole, and that's it. Do you want to mix it, put it on?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera. It's Fun Day Sunday. I didn't want the marker lights on it, or the little tiny lights on it. Just got Jolene to weld that up there, and she did a fantastic job on it. We didn't take much material away. I really want to be careful on what I'm doing as I'm fixing the car. When I fixed this spot over here, and I fixed the door on the other side, If we were going to rip this car down, we have done nothing to the car to make it go backwards. All we have done is helped it out and come forward. On this thing right here, I would probably not want that marker light on there anyways if I was going to strip it all down and redo the car. So we've done a nice repair there that I'm happy with. If you strip the car down, you D8 it, you would never know that that repair was probably done. We haven't gone too far, and we haven't ground all the metal away. We did just the right thing that needed to be done there. So if the car needed to be stripped down, that repair there in the metal that we welded up is excellent. On the other side, we did not weld anything on this car. We've made fender skirts for it, and that's it. But that little repair there, I would be happy with if we stripped it down and went to redo it. So that's where it's at. We have, what can I say? What I'm going to do is, we'll just put a little bit of filler on top of that. Jolene's going to mix the filler and put on top of that. She got a little tiny thing right here, and why not? She welded it up. She may as well put the filler on. And the reason that we filled it all up and welded it all up, because it is a good repair now. Before, I was just going to tack it in there and put a little bit of filler over top of it when you stripped it. If you ever stripped the car down, it would not have been all welded up and all ground off and all ready. But seeing where Jolene was ready to rock and roll, we went for it. So the other marker light has to come off the other side, and we're going to do the repair on that side, and then we'll do that. So here's your filler, sweetheart. I will take the camera from you because that's what I'll do. I'm going to open that up for you. And you're going to have to decide on how much you want. You're not going to want very much. And I'll even get you to sand it off. Please and thank you. How's that?
Sounds good.
Huh? Sounds good, she says. You'll think so when you start sanding.
Only small.
I'll film.
Oh.
I'll film. I don't need that.
Oh, it's attached, that's why.
It's attached, that's why you're giving it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that little repair there. She did an excellent job on it. We didn't take too much away. We just did enough. The lacquer paint on this car is quite thick. And yeah, it's quite thick. And I'm thinking that's why it cracked. How you like that, Phil? It's soupy, isn't it?
It is soupy.
You can probably put a little bit more, maybe, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's just a touch. Just to know you got enough.
Yeah.
That's basically where it's at. That's what you call turling, wouldn't it? When a little bit come out, a little bit more. Just make sure it dries it for you. You probably just got the right amount, but good. Perfect. Jolene's not messing around. She is not messing around. Oh, you don't want bubbles in yours.
I don't think this stuff bubbles.
No?
It says pinhole free.
Oh yeah, I've read a lot of things. That's one thing you generally do not want to do, is get the body filler on the back side of your.
Okay.
You wipe it off. Generally, you is it mixed through all the way? Got to get that white out of it. She'd probably prefer me just to be quiet.
That's up to you. Is it okay if it goes on the
Sure it is. That's why I taped it off for. In all honesty, I put it all on too. Yeah. Having more is better than having not enough. See where you're squeezing it out there? Put that in the center of it. Now that you've got it laid on there, I probably wouldn't push down on it so hard. I just try to build it up in the center. Don't matter if it looks good. Okay. It just matters if you get enough on. You've got it pushed down on there good. Now just make sure you get enough in the center of what you're doing.
Seems pretty good, doesn't it?
What's that, sweetheart?
Seems pretty good.
Yeah, seems to me, seems low right there. Yeah. You can run it off the tape if you want to.
Okay.
Yep, looks pretty good. Yeah. Can you get the rest of it on? Hard to, isn't it?
Okay, let's.
Your squeegee for a second. Just want this to come down on there a little bit. Starting to harden up. There. Now what we're hoping is, what I'm hoping, or she should be hoping, that if she sands it, that there's enough on there to cover it, or that there's no low spots in the flood. And if there is, you know what that means?
Have to mix more.
You have to do it again. And that's why I say try to put on, you know, you got it squeeze on there quite well. You pushed it on there. I could tell that you were pushing it on. So that's good. So it's just a matter of making sure that there's enough. When you sand it off, there is enough. And I'm thinking that you've got her right on the money. And where the tape's all the way around it, she can sand it all off to the tape and then pull the tape off and then feather off after. And probably we'll get a little tiny block there, because a spot like that would be hard to sand by hand. It'd be just as easy to grab it like a little tiny piece of anything, a little piece of wood or a little piece of anything that's got a flat area, and just run along it. Let's go to the other side and do the other one. There's another hole on the other side that we have to do. And we're going to do exact same process. And then that thing hit me in the head. So I'm going to round that off. This one here, yeah, I'll take the die grinder. This time, on the other side, you can see all the cracks around the lacquer on that, and there's not much we're going to do about that. But this time, when Jolene welded it up, I did not clean the paint on the inside of that. There's two layers there. There's an inside construction there and the outside metal. There's two layers there. That's why it's nice and thick, and that's why we took some time to fill that in, one dot at a time, keeping it cool. I'll take the die grinder, clean the metal out of there so we'll weld easier and do a nicer job. Basically, I'm going to flatten this out first. Small job for Sunday. And to be honest with you, it's not really a small job, it's a tedious job. If you do not do it right, you would never want to weld that up and do a warp there. Or making it round so it looks better. I guess. Can go in there square if you want to. Now, I can, you know, if you were if you stripped all the metal off the car, you can make the piece and make it fit perfectly. Put a magnet on it and get it in the hole and make it fit perfectly and go for it and weld it up and grind it all off. Then you're grinding material away from the car and that sort of stuff. Didn't want to do that. Did not want to clean it all off. I just wanted to fill the hole because we're leaving the paint on the car, but do not want the lights. So I've decided to put the piece of metal in from the back side. It's not fitting the hole. It's bigger than the hole. And we're putting the metal in from the back side and welding from the front. So that means there's two layers of metal there that we have to fill with weld to make it come up to this playing field so we can put filler on it. So in order to do that, I'm just not looking to burn all the paint off it and make a mess. We're trying to make a small repair to do a small job to leave the paint. I learned that from Jolene. She said, stop taking the paint off. So we're just going to do this on the back side. I'm going to clean that hole off first. I'm going to get a die grinder. I didn't do that on this one, which gives Jolene a hard time to spot it on there. And that was my fault. I'll take the blame for that, baby. I'll take the air over. Yeah. And then I have to drag all that over with me because that's how it goes. I'm gonna get the grinder for that. I have to bring everything over. I'm gonna shut the door. Bring this bad boy over so we don't get any on the glass. Yeah, you can see how that, come over and take a look, if you will. If you want to. You can see how it's 2 layers of metal there. There's a construction on the back side of that bad boy. And there's 2 layers of metal there. You obviously could stick it in from this way and then try to magnetize it on and burn it around there and then start grinding it. Wasn't interested in doing that. That's why I'm going from the back side. So I'm gonna bring the welder over and Jolene's gonna do the welding again. Do you think we can do that? Have the camera working and all that stuff? Or do you want to bring a table over or anything?
I think I can use this.
And the reason being is because I want to hold the piece on from the back side. And that's what I want to do. I'll give you that. And I'm holding it on with a screwdriver. Please. Are you good?
Yep.
Lots? Okay. I'm going to grab a screwdriver. Probably inside the car. And there it is. And then you'll be ready to block that off here in a minute on this side, and then we'll get this done. That'll be awesome. So I'm going to get that. Probably one of the hardest things to do is to weld on something that you want to keep the paint. Probably. I'll hold that for you. That's the kind of guy I am. I'll hold that for you. And got a light in here. I'm showing the light this way so I can see on this side. You can barely see it, but you can see it, so that's all that matters. I can't blind myself. See the gas bill? All right. Now, get off. Nope, not the easiest thing to do, that's for sure. I got tape on that, so I can
Yeah, perfect.
You're perfect too, sweetheart. Yeah, I just can't let it go, that's all, because
Do you have,
tape.
no, but your screwdriver and your ground?
I do have the ground. I'm afraid I let that go. It'll be gone. Nope, tape's holding it, good. Now, put a screwdriver on that. I put some tape on that to hold it, obviously. Yeah. Now we need the air, just so I can. A second. Do I have the air gun on that?
No.
I'm gonna have to go get it.
It's right here, isn't it?
So you're doing one dot at a time, just like last time. So I still got a kick panel going on. There's a kick panel in there, and I'm just above the kick panel. This is all closed off, cannot see it, so I'm just at the top so you can see it. Jolene's going to knock it on there, and then I'm going to put the air to it. Are you ready to rock and roll?
Yep. Going.
Yeah. Well done. This is what I want to do on the other side. On the other side, you come down and burnt that little line a little bit. Let's take and do this so don't burn in there. Don't burn on that line. I'm going to hold that before you do that, so don't push it off.
Going?
Yep. Well done. Go ahead.
Going.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Let's just pull it off and do it again. You can hit right on the spot if you want again. Just weld it better, that's all, didn't it?
Yeah, that's
I appreciate you helping me.
right. Good. Going.
And for not working Sundays and weekends, we've got nothing else to do that we want to do. And if we do, we'll do it.
Yeah. Going.
Yep. See, it's got to be filled up anyways, right? Doesn't matter what you do, as long as you keep putting weld on it, as long as it's stuck there, that's all.
Going.
Yep. Beautiful. Piece of paint wants to come off, you notice that? Well,
Yeah.
if it does, it does. Nothing we can do about it. Because I do not want to.
Going. He's coming.
What? You sure? Go ahead.
Going.
Yep.
You hold this down.
Huh? I can probably let that go now and hold the light for you. Go for it.
Going.
Yep.
Going.
Stop and jump up there, baby. Here. Just a second. I want to make sure it's not jumping up there. Nope. And I'm just going to pull that down for you just a second.
Can I see the light?
Go for it.
Going.
What you're telling me is I'm not holding that light right.
Okay.
I understand.
Going. Got it. Going.
I know, everybody say just weld it up, but that's not what we want to do at this present moment. What we're doing here, we do not just want to weld it up. Want to take a look inside? We got a little bit of smoke going, just the tape burning away slowly.
Going. Can't see.
Huh?
Can't see. Going.
And we got it so cool, so nothing's going to take off. Second, I want to touch it. Okay. Yeah, pretty hard to start a fire when you can touch it with your hand.
Going.
Wants to blow off, don't it? See the tape just quiver. See the paint quivering? We might have to knock it off.
Going.
You're burning her on there, baby. That's a good one. Not blowing it real hard because I don't want to blow the paint off it.
Going. Oops, going.
Get out of the way, she says I want to weld it.
Going.
You can wipe it off.
Going. Can't see. There we go. Going.
I must say, you're doing a better job on this side than the other side. Because probably I cleaned the hole out and took away the paint better. You're doing a better job. Looks good. Straightening my hat out.
One more. Going.
Somehow I knew you were going to hit it there. That's okay. That's good. That's fantastic. One and 1, 2 right there, and one up there, and it'll be put together. Well done. Looks good. Looks real good.
Going.
Yep.
Can't see. Yep, going. more below it?
I don't know. Yeah, I'd say one below it, yep.
Okay.
Yep. I say we'll grind it off and then we'll take a look at it because it's so close. What do you think? And that's, you know, I can touch that and, you know, she just welded it. I mean, it's not even hot. You get a little bit of paint wanting to blow off there, but it is what it is. Okay. Just didn't want any splatter marks coming down on the line, which helped at that time. Now I'll grind that off. See what we got. If you want to hold the light, that'd be much appreciated. And I can see you doing it. It's a true life struggle. I would say you nailed that one. Really nice. You couldn't, like, that's really nice. Not going to do any more to that because we're down feathering all, we're down to the other metal and we're just starting to touch it and feather that off. And that's really nice. That's good job, Jolene. Let's go back to the other side and I'm going to get Jolene a little tiny block and she's going to block that off. We're going to leave the tape on it. We do not want to scratch or damage anything. We don't want to hit the door. We don't want to hit nothing. All we want to do is hit that one spot. I'm going to get you something small and so I'm just going to get Jolene something to block that with and just going to give her a piece of wood here, I guess. That's all we need. Let's cut that in half. I haven't got a saw here. I got a grinder though. I'm going to cut this with a grinder. And the reason being is because I can. And I have nothing right here to cut it with other than the grinder. I'm not going to look for anything, not doing anything. There's your block. I'm going to get you a piece of paper right with you. We'll just do this. Pair of scissors. Bum, bum, bum. Pair of scissors I can just peel off there. Probably know it. See a pair? Bye-bye. 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 Yep, right here. Okay, so many pairs of scissors, I wouldn't know what to do with them all. Just put that on there like so. Go down there. I'm going to try to make the smallest repair possible. I'm just going to block that back and forth. Do you want me to take the camera or is the camera good?
Camera's good.
Okay. Try to stay on the... Okay. Should have made it a little bigger then. So you handle it. I'll give you a little bigger paper and you stick on it better. You hold it on with your hand. Block it that way. Let's move this. Let's move this door. Just one more thing to hit. That's all it is. Just try not to run it down on the hood or anything. And the blocks just help it be flat. When you're if you're trying to sand it with your 2 fingers, well then you think you're getting it flat, but you're probably not going to. And with the tape on there, it prevents hitting anything else. Once it gets down so far that it's feathering off the tape, then we can pull the tape off. Just watch. And just check that out. Get a line there with that. See, run your block in with your line there and straighten that out. You didn't know I was going to get you to do this today, did you?
No.
Huh?
No. Wasn't on the call sheet.
You'd put your soccer shorts on and boots on, wouldn't you?
For body work?
Well, game day.
Feathering off to the tape now.
All right, just a second here. Do you want to take the camera for a second? Something like right here when it gets here at the line. You want to run that block straight with the line. Now we're down in there. Looking good. I take a little bit more off up here, and then I pull that tape off and see what it looks like. Don't angle the block. Always try to keep the block flat. All right, take your tape and try to peel it off and see what you got. Just go slow. Because you'll end up pulling probably paint off. See what happens. All right. Now, this is where it comes tricky. I wouldn't use the 80 grit no more. We're going to get you a piece of 220 grit. Or does it need to come off quite a bit more? It's just that with the 80 grit, I feel like you're going to dig into the paint. And I wouldn't just angle it off.
Is that okay? Just to feather it?
Yeah, I would fold the paper and it'll stick together. But you have to realize one thing is when it's got an edge on it.
That helped it though.
I understand that, but it does not help the center. You're doing the edge, but you would have a high spot in the middle. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Because you blocked it all down to the edge of the tape, so the center will be the thick as the tape. When you're just doing the edge, that means you're just angling down the edge, and so like I can see that. I can feel that. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Yeah. Take your time, take it off, sand by hand. You either get it or you won't. I put a piece of 220 on a block and do it.
Okay.
Start digging at it and you'll be putting more on. Stop. Stop.
You get the 220.
I will. No problem at all.
You're my assistant today.
I am your assistant. Always. Always. And what I was saying by the having like blocking this off and having it go down to the layer of the tape. By just feathering the edge off, that means the rest of this stuff is still at the edge of as high as the tape, and then it just kind of feathers off. So it's quite a high spot what you got going on. It's feathered off there fairly decent, but in all honesty, it's high in the center because it's still at the layer of the tape. Taking off the edge does not fix it. Did you want to sand it?
You go.
You want me to do it? I'm just going to take this. Just crisscrossing a little bit just so it cuts better. It's getting very close. Probably should have put some in that chip of paint, but I didn't. Put another piece of paper on it. We're almost there. And feather it off. You can see how it's feathered off there. Feels really good. We're almost done. Just want to get that out of there. I want that down there. Got a little chip there I'm feeling. Kind of messing me up a little bit. I'd say we got it. We're basically fixed. Have to spray a little bit of paint on that. Chip's still going to be there. Does not count, make anything different. Feather that off a little bit there. I'll hit that little paint. You'd never know that was a hole or a place for a marker like that. The chip will stay there, obviously. Everything else will stay there. We'll just put a little bit of paint on that, and it's over. Exact same thing hasn't happened to the other side. There's a little chip here that's bothering me. I'll just block it out because I can. And we'll go with that. There's the whole repair. It's kind of a small repair, and we've kept it. We've welded on that, and welded on that, and welded on that. We have not destroyed anything. Just actually filled the hole, and that's it. I want to dig this putty out of here. I don't think it's necessary. It might be necessary, but I'm actually going to get into that chippy, I guess. We probably could block that out, but we're not. Fixed. Did you want to go the other side? Do you want to go the other side? What has to happen? Just do the exact same thing to the other side. Let's do this before we shut her down. We'll go there. And I don't know if I can hit that with just that little bit of primer or not. Just got a little bit of spray primer. I'm afraid I hit maybe some of that. Don't have to. Ah. Just to keep the paint off it, primer off it. We'll hit it with a little bit of primer. Fixed. Sand that off, put a little paint on it, and then we're ready to rock and roll. And then primer is just enough to cover it. We'll sand that off, or wouldn't even sand it, I don't imagine, and we'll throw some paint on top of it. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. Did not want them lights on there. Wanted to do the smallest repair as possible, and that's what we have done. Thank you very much, Jolene. I really appreciate it. You did an excellent job on both sides. And they were welded down. If you want to tear this car down, strip all the paint on it, the 2 repairs for them 2 holes are done perfectly. Have a great day. Come back tomorrow.